going to show you through a child's pose stretching sequence. So to start, we're going to be in a seated kneeling position, bum on our heels, place our hands in front of us on the ground, and then we're going to slide our hands out as far as we can until we can rest our forehead on the ground, or our forehead is as close to the ground as we can bring it. Now while we're here in the beautiful child's pose, we're going to take a few deep breaths. You may want to wiggle your fingers slightly further out to help you stretch your shoulders and arms a bit more. Then we're going to change up the pose. So bring your bum high. Maybe shuffle your fingers even further. And bring your chest to the ground. So in this position, your back is in a downwards arch. Stretch your bum up high to the sky. So you'll notice the stretch will have changed into a slightly more powerful one. In this pose, let's breathe. Breathe deeply and smoothly. Whenever you need a break, return to child's pose. To return to child's pose, simply slide your fingers back, bring your bum back to your heels. When we've returned to child's pose, let's stretch our torso by bringing our left hand on top of our right hand. So you'll notice the stretch will have shifted to your left side. Take a few deep breaths here. And then we'll do the same on the other side. So take your left hand off your right hand and now place your right hand on your left hand and sink down to the ground. Take a few deep breaths here. Take the option to return to child's pose when you need to. Otherwise, let's come back to our original child's pose now. Maybe try to flip our palms up to face the sky. Take a few deep breaths here. If you're really happy here, stay in this position. But why not have a go at bringing your arms behind you? So fingers will be pointing backwards. Again, sink your forehead to the ground. Sink your chest into your knees. Your hands are now behind you, fingers pointing back. Palms are naturally facing upwards. And stay here for as long as it feels comfortable. When you feel ready to come back up to a seated position, maybe bring your arms forward again into our original child's pose. And then push your torso up into a seated position this way. So these are the few variations of child's pose. I recommend repeating the sequence 2 or 3 times to get a deep stretch in your arms, shoulders, and torso.